2007 MCQ question number 11. What is the topology of the computer network shown in the following diagram? Now, this is the diagram they are giving. These are related to topology. Okay. So, there are few topologies where you can use them to kind of form LAN usually, right? But some topologies are there, they are kind of modified to kind of form MANs even. That's possible, right? So, you can use these topologies for many works, by the way. But anyway, topology is a simple way where you can kind of establish a network. Now, the problem is this word hub. Yeah, there are two things called hub and switch. These things are networking devices where you can connect more devices into one bridge. Okay, they are bridging devices. Yeah, so a hub has many porters where you can kind of connect a computer, connect many computer devices which are kind of capable of working with the network. Not only computers, it can be printers, networked printers. It can be networked scanners. So there's no limit of things we can kind of connect with the hub, right? If the device is capable of working with the network, if it is kind of given that facility, then you can kind of use either a hub or a switch. So what's the difference? Now, if you're talking about a hub, right? The duty of a hub or a switch is, let's say this computer is the main computer of this entire system, entire network. So others are clients, am I correct? So let's say this is used by your teacher and this is used by you, the children. Now, they are asking for a file from the teacher's computer, which means client computers are requesting files from server computers. Okay? Now, the problem with hub is, if one client is requesting one specific file, hub is creating copies of that file for the entire network. Understood? So at the moment I have like 5 computers connected to the server through the hub, and only one is requesting the file, but the hub is making 5 copies. Is it necessary? Not necessary. Understood? Right? So there are a lot of technical difficulties with hub. As a solution, we have switch, the automatic switch. So the automatic switch, when one client is requesting a file, switch is making only one copy for that. Yeah, it's not making unnecessary copies. There are much more differences between hub and switch, right? Those are unnecessary for our syllabus, but this much is enough, right? Hub is really not efficient compared to switch, but switch is really efficient because when the client computers request for file, hub is making copies for the number of elements existing, but switch is making only the requested one. Understood? Right? So that's the story about hub and switch. Now, what are the different type of topologies? Right? This topology is called as star. It appears like a star. Yes? Right? There are much more topologies like bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, tree topology. So there are different types of topologies, and right here what we have is star. Understood? So how will be a bus? A bus will be something like this. You have a common stream and computers are connecting into this common stream like this. This is called a bus. And if you are saying about a ring, right, there are few computers like this and they are connecting, forming a ring. And if you are talking about a tree has branches, so they are separate buses, and each node is a connection opening for a computer. Okay, this is called the tree. Mesh is kind of a modified version, but in your syllabus you don't have it. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages? That's also important. See, in bus, all are connecting into a common medium. So they are, if one computer turns off, the entire network works still. Yes, but still you don't have much control over the entire network. But if you are talking about ring, yes, if one node is gone, if one computer is gone, the entire network fails. That problem is there. But since you have straight paths, some are kind of forming ring kind of topologies, ring kind of networks. That also happens. Tree is kind of a modified version of bus, and you have much more extension, much more computers can be connected to the system, but still the advantages and disadvantages with this is existing with this. Okay, but if you are saying about a star, right, forming authentication is very easy. Yeah, forming permissions is very easy, and same time it doesn't fail when one node fails. So there are advantages and disadvantages in each of these topologies. You need to understand that. Understood? So for the question they are asking what is the topology of the computer shown in the following diagram. The answers are bus, star, ring, tree. The answer is the second one, star.